Hey guys, it's Mally back with another Mally movement. Today I'm going to do a quick video discussing why I've chosen to do OnlyFans. Seeing as we're quarantined, I might as well give you a little bit of an explanation as to why I have actually made this choice in my career. But before we get into all of that, can you please go like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow my socials, watch my last videos, get yourself up to date. There's not much to give like to get up to date with because I haven't done much, but there's stuff that I know a lot of you haven't checked, so go check it. So, for those of you who don't know, OnlyFans is an exclusive social media site that you can actually post any exclusive content that you have on there. Whatever you decide to be exclusive content, whether it be for your business, for your brand, or for yourself, is up to you completely. You can actually charge people a monthly subscription so that they can view your exclusive content, and you can give them previews, behind the scenes and stuff like that. And I feel like that's really good because as a model, I don't really get to show everyone what it is that happens behind the scenes, especially because I do a lot of traveling alone. I shoot alone a lot, and it would be nice to show you what I do get up to during a shoot, on the way there, how I travel, what things go through my mind whilst I'm on a shoot. But because I don't usually have space for equipment or lighting, or it depends on where I'm shooting as well, I prefer not to bring them in, and obviously I give you the long-winded whatever else afterwards. So the main reason I chose to do OnlyFans was because by doing OnlyFans I can actually get money posting my content online rather than getting paid for a shoot where I've got great quality content. I've got quantity of content and I'm just posting it up for free. Like, there's people out there who don't have the greatest quality content and are getting paid for it, and I feel like there are a lot of people out there who appreciate my modelling and respect what I do as a model, and they will be willing to pay, even those who they're just there for the fun of it. They will be willing to pay to see what it is that I do, because what I do is very empowering, it's very arty, it's modern and it's classical at the same time. It's new because we're in a new age, and it's not something that's stereotypically approved by everyone, but we are coming into a different dimension of time now in which these things are more adhered to and accepted. Yeah, that was one of the reasons why I chose to get onto OnlyFans. Another reason was because it allows me to network. I'm not just on OnlyFans, I'm on Makani as well, which is mainly for photographers and models to network with one another. Now, why I've done this is because when I started modelling, I joined Mad Cow Models, Purple Port and stuff like that, and I did actually get into a lot of really weird situations, a lot of upsetting and distressing situations, and because I model alone, never really with a chaperone, I travel a lot, it is kind of annoying, when you're going through all of this as a lone model, a new lone model, and you've kind of got no sense of direction. Whereas OnlyFans have a lot of people on there who you can actually contact. They have support systems, they have a variety of management accounts that you can go to if you need help. And I feel like that's really good, because even though I have modeling agencies that I am connected with, there's not much I can do with them because of the location that they're in, and because we're all quarantined at the moment, it's not like I can travel to them. Those are the main two reasons why, because I love to network, I love to get to know people, I love to work with new people and hear their ideas, especially their artistic ideas, and how I can incorporate them into my career. So by not being able to do that now in quarantine, I'm trying to find the best ways to go about doing it so that when quarantine is lifted, I can go to these people, I can make moves based on what I've already started with. Because don't get me wrong, like social media and that, it's good for networking, but social media is the biggest social distancing possible. And now why I say that is because social media is the replacement for communication. So yes, I am on OnlyFans. However, because of the stigmas around it, such as you have to be a webcam girl, you have to have your pussy on there, you have to be freaky, you have to be on some crazy stuff on there, you have to be willing to do anything. That's just not the case. Yes, the top subscribe people on there, like, you know, those ones in the top percentage, they've got it going on, and they're obviously doing their thing to do whatever and make their money, however, whatever it is they're doing. I don't know, because I'm not subscribed to them, but I respect these people who are on this site and who are doing their thing, making their money, because it's not easy. And especially in times like this, for someone like me who's just quit their job and decided to take up modeling full time, I can't actually do anything right now. I'm stuck, broke, and it's really upsetting, it's really draining, and that's not really where I'm trying to be at this point in my life. Like, I'm only 20 and I'm kind of still figuring out who I am, where I want to go, what directions I should take and whatever. And I feel like OnlyFans may be a good step down this direction of nude modeling. There's a lot of models on there, there's a lot of photographers on there, and I do hope that I get the chance to network with as many as possible, because OnlyFans does seem really good. Like, I've always been like, oh, you know, one of those people who kind of sat there and like believed the stigma because of how it was promoted and publicized to people, as if to say this is all that goes on there, which isn't necessarily the case. And until joining it, I hadn't actually known that. Another con for OnlyFans for me is the trolling. I'm not a fan of trolling, and I'm not a fan of people having this negative perspective on something they don't know about. I'd rather they ask and kind of educate themselves, because then it diminishes others and it makes them feel really small. And I'm not a small being, I'm not a small character, I'm not a small presence. So I don't feel like because I've joined this environment that I should be seen as an evolution or an adaptation to this environment, because that's not what I'm doing. And I take a lot of pride in my work, so I don't want my work to be kind of on that same level. I don't want it to be looked at like, oh, this is what it is, and because there's a clear line between what I do and what a lot of other people do on OnlyFans. So that's my reasoning for why. So my OnlyFans is only £6, because even though I will be posting on there quite frequently, I want people to kind of have that sense of trust in me to say, yeah, you know what, I'm going to subscribe because she's got a lot to offer, that of which I do. I want to do a lot of like small games and stuff like that on there to kind of bring out my personality and kind of get to know my audience a bit more what they want to see as well. Even though, yeah, there are going to be suggestions for certain things that are out of my category, because I only work to a nude level, I'm gonna have to let a lot of people down, and I don't want it to be like expectations lead to disappointment kind of thing, because I want to be very, very straight up with people, how I have been, really, because I'm quite confident in what I do, I'm proud of what I do, and I don't feel like I should have to go above and beyond my standards to have to be better. So I feel like OnlyFans will be a great way for me as a nude model to not only promote and build myself as a model, but to build my brand, my career, to build my confidence, to build my trust in my audience. There's a lot to take from OnlyFans, and I feel like it will just be a really, 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 really beneficial thing for me to do, especially in this time of quarantine. So yeah, that's more or less it, really. And I'm kind of just gonna leave it there. So yeah, go like, subscribe.